All right, it's the Kick Game Podcast, episode 6. It's your boy Mellow Kick Game, and I'm happy to be here. It's feeling good in the city right now, and it's a good day, man. I got an incredible guest here today, and I just want to say a couple things before I bring him in. One thing I wanted to say is times is getting back to the old way of living somewhat. Things are opening back up. But one thing I appreciated throughout this whole pandemic has been social distancing while you waiting on lines. Yo, I was in Popeyes the other day. This lady stood so close behind me. I felt violated. I was like, yo, I haven't had somebody stand that close to me in over a year. And I'm like, man, if I say something to this lady, I'm going to look like I'm crazy. So I had to just have her breathing on my neck while I waited for my chicken. That shit was bug. But yeah, let's keep that social distancing while online, yo. I hate that shit. You inch up a little bit. Sometimes the line ain't even moving. Like, you just move up a little bit. Like, I'm trying to get away. And the person behind me inch up a little bit. Like, it's like, bro, that shit is crazy. Yo, the Nets lost, man. Officially been eliminated too. And that shit, I'm upset over that. I'm not gonna front. You would think the Nets is the champions the way everybody been just talking about them all year long. And the way them losing, getting eliminated from the NBA playoffs just killed the whole playoffs. This shit is whack now. I'm waiting for 50 to drop a new series, man, so I could have something to watch. You dig? Yo, this is episode 6, and something I keep forgetting to say, and yo, y'all really have to pardon me. Shout out to our engineer extraordinaire, Miles, in the building, man. Yo, shout out to Miles, man, holding us down. Joe, make sure you get a shot. You know what I mean? So everybody could know. Follow him on IG too, man. This dude's pretty funny, man. Miles Jesse Kelly. MilesJessesseKelly. He's been holding us down for at least 46 episodes, and it feel like he's definitely part of the crew now. Like, you in, Miles. You dig? You gonna get a chain when we get our Kick Game chains. You gonna have one. For real. But yo, let me get to the guest of the day, man. Yo, we getting into the summertime, and yo, I had a bucket list of guests, and this dude was like literally number 2 on my list. I'm not even gonna front. You know what I'm saying? And I hit him, and he came through without no hesitation, man. Yo, let's welcome the God, man. Some people may know him as Uncle Sneaker. He's also known as the Boot God. Yo, let's welcome Dallas Penn to the Kick Game Podcast, y'all. Welcome to God. Step into the Kick Game Podcast, my dude. Step up. You throw on the headphones, you know what I mean? Yes, sir.
Internets.
Yo.
Internet.
The God is in the building, man.
People of the interconnected networks. What's going on?
Yo, man.
Good
Thanks
to be
for
here.
being here, man. Thanks for pulling up, bro.
Good to be here, Mello. Good to be here, brother. As soon as you gave the word that you had a slot open, I was like, yeah, let me jump in.
Yo, man, I appreciate it, man, because you
Pause if
definitely
necessary.
could have, gave me the Hollywood spin. You know what I mean?
Nah.
Because you've been in the game and you sanctioned and certified.
Oh, nah. I'm outside. I'm outdoors. I mean, I'm out of the whole thing going on.
Nah, man. Like, one thing, like, I've been in this game and just, yo, you always been there. You know what I mean? I can't even specifically remember where was the first time I met you, and I have a great memory, man. You heard? That's what I've been told. Yo, I can't remember the exact first time I met you, but one thing I know is I've always seen you hit, out when we used to do a lot of filming. I would always see you out moving around with your camera, filming and shit. And
Right.
I'm like, yo, if y'all would have seen Uncle Sneaker 10 years ago, it's different. You know what I mean? This dude looked like a football player. You know what I'm saying? A really
Yeah,
yo.
I was way bigger. Oh, my phone's going off? Oh, damn, phone. Damn, you phone?
All right, yeah.
Okay, my
we
bad,
gotta
y'all. My bad,
put
y'all.
our joints on vibrate.
Right?
But yo, man, like as somebody who represents the culture, this what we talking about right now. See, and I was just telling him like my thing weekly, or as I drop each episode. Sometimes people like, yo, what's the topic? When I get a dude like Uncle Sneaker in here who represents the culture, it's hard for me to just pick one topic because we talking about the culture. You know what I'm saying? This is one of the cats who make it look good. We don't just slap on sneakers, you know what I'm saying? We paint pictures, like treat this like an art, you know what I mean? And yo, you one of the dudes that we know for something called outfit architecture, you know what I mean? And I want to get into that in a little later on. But the first thing I want to ask you, Uncle Sneaker, is what borough you from? We know you rep the Knicks. We know you love New York. But the people want to know, what borough is Uncle Sneaker from?
Okay, Uncle Sneaker was born at Mount Sinai Hospital. Uncle Sneaker first, like 6 months, was living in Manhattan because my father and my mother. Well, my mother was a student, but my father worked for Columbia University, like on the computers. And back then, the computer was big. The computer would be bigger than this room we're in right now.
Wow.
Big stupid computers, and you had light bulbs. You used light bulbs and shit to turn them on, like fuses. Crazy. But my mom moved us back to Queens because my dad was also on heroin.
Right.
Fucked up.
Right.
Anyway, so her family comes from Queens, Corona, Queens, right outside of Shea Stadium. Like when I say outside of Shea Stadium, like when a nigga hits a home run, you hear that shit. When a nigga gets a strikeout, you hear that shit. So we would walk from the family home to the ballpark. You just cross over. There's a little land bridge. You cross right over Grand Central Parkway. No, nothing to it. Boom, boom. You at the game.
Wow, by Shea Stadium.
Yes.
That's my first job, man. Last stop on the 7.
No. Second to last stop on the 7.
Oh, second to last?
Main Street. Main Street's the last stop on the 7. Main Street, Flushing. But you're getting over at Willis Point. I mean, listen.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yo. I mean, for the people, man, like if you've just been in tune with this culture over the past decade, you've seen this man. You know what I mean? A lot of people might know you from the Combat Jack show. You know what I mean? Rest in peace to Combat Jack. I think he deserved a moment of silence, man. So let's just do that real quick, man. One time for Combat Jack, yo. Yeah, yo.
Internets.
Rest in peace to Combat Jack.
For real.
Yo, man. Yo, the phrase internets, man, that's something that I always wondered. Yo, is that yours or Combat Jack? Who originated that one? Because y'all's the only two dudes I really know using it.
The whole internets thing, before y'all might have known Combat Jack as a podcaster, Combat Jack was a weblogger. So Combat Jack would basically write stories of his time as an attorney at Def Jam, or just his early years in hip hop, his early memories.
He was a hip hop attorney at first.
Right. He first came and interned at Def Jam, and then went on to work for a notable firm. Then, for a run, had a firm with him and his good brother Ed Woods. Crazy story, man. Him and Ed Woods, man, literally passed within the 2 weeks of each other.
Wow.
Right. Just crazy, but crazy, good dudes, man. Good guys, man. Ultimately, good guys, and cultural guys was really pushing things forward. But Combat was writing incredible stories and posting on this weblog called ByronCrawford.com. And I was reading these stories, and I was like, oh, shit, I remember that night. You know, it would be some shit at a club where some shit popped off or whatever. And he would be telling the story from the people that was behind the ropes. So he'd be telling the story of, like one night somebody got hit over the head with a champagne bottle. He was there with the artist. I was in the crowd watching this shit happen. So it was like he's relating from his perspective that night, and I'm remembering from my perspective how the crowd react, how the people reacted. So it's like, you know, like, wow, I'm in the same spaces, man,
same building,
all the time.
Different views.
Absolutely. That's how fire popped off. A lightning bolt comes and strikes a tree and sets the tree on fire. The nigga up in the mountain sees that shit and was like, oh shit. The nigga in the valley sees it too.
No doubt.
You know what I mean? But it's you know, who created fire? You know?
Word.
Interconnected networks. George Bush said that shit, and the niggas, when he was president, niggas killed him for it.
Mm-hmm.
He was like, there's a rumor on the internets, and I've taken that little soundbite, I've used it on my YouTube videos many times.
Right.
But George Bush said that shit, and then he made it a dumb word. We made it a movement.
A word, wow. So it was George Bush who used it?
Yeah,
first?
George Bush. George Bush did it first. I mean, you could technically say he coined it, because that nigga gets money from the internets. We don't get money. We still trying to figure out how to get money out the internet. So he coined it. But yeah, I use the shit.
Yeah, that shit is hard, man. Yo, I usually ask people what you have on your feet today. However, we have a guest like who's much more than just a sneaker enthusiast, man. Like I said, you coin many phrases, well, that we give it to you. You said George Bush got that one, but another one that we know you use is outfit architecture, man. Yo, explain a little bit of what outfit architecture is to the people.
Okay, so Mello, as long as you give me internets, you understand? When it's us, if it's us, that's all that matters for me.
Yeah, bro.
All right? I mean, yeah, you do want to we want to get money from this thing. We want to get money from our knowledge. But it's better to be amongst scholars. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? And then,
no doubt,
you know, good things, you know, steel sharpens steel and so on. So
fact.
Outfit architecture, bro. I mean, like, what do we all do when we putting a fit together where we going to go somewhere, where we going to go out, where we going to have fun, where we going to express ourselves, our fullness. You know what I mean? Where do you start? Most times I start with my shoes.
No doubt.
Most times I start with my shoes, and I'll try to bounce it off my shoes. But the house, the foundation, your footings. You know what I mean? You gotta make sure your footings is right from the gate.
No doubt. So it starts from the feet.
Starts from the feet, and then you know, what are you feeling? You know, what kind of theme do you want to put on people, man? I mean, that's why I've loved Ralph Lauren now to this point. But I mean, so many other people did it too. The only thing is, Ralph Lauren just does every stupid thing you want to do. If you want to be you want to look like you work for the fucking Coast Guard. Some nautical shit with Scotch like 3M, like a big Helly Hansen.
No doubt.
Storm jacket, boom, they got that. You know, if you want to look like you're going duck hunting.
You got you.
Yeah, you know what I mean? You got this shooting patch, you know what I mean, on your shoulder, and he just puts those kinds of items and apparel out that make you want to build.
Bro, tell people a little bit about the Dougie Fresh pieces you brought out today, man.
Man, listen, so this whole stripe joint, man, is just summer to me.
No doubt.
You know what I mean? Like a summer, like, you know, just...
You got the summer polo with the little summer polo shirt to match the joint. Like, yo.
The shorts is OD. The shorts have been goofy.
They got shorts to go with that shit too?
I would wear the entire joint if I was being super sporty.
Mm-hmm.
If it was like, you know, me and my wife might be doing something.
No doubt.
So there's shorts, a t-shirt, this knit shirt, and then the crew neck.
Yeah.
And I put all the shit on.
Yeah, that shit is dope. That's definitely a summertime vibe, man. I know how you play. I said, let me make sure I bring out a good Uncle Ralph shirt today. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
But you know, when you wearing your Ralph pieces, like, you can't just get one. As a Brooklyn dude, you get taught that. You know what I mean? You got to look for the little ensemble. So I snatched up that hat.
Assembly, yes. I see it.
The Yankees joint, collabo joint.
How did you feel about that collab?
Yo, I liked it. Because when I was just like, because I was surprised there was so many teams.
Mm-hmm.
At first, I thought it was just Yankees because I was just seeing Yankees. And I went up in Macy's and I said, "Yo!" I saw the Cubs, the LA draw. I was like, "Oh wow, it's selection." So this is like a hometown thing. So we kind of get to rep our town. I ain't gonna front. I got the Dodgers one too because that joint was hard.
It's hard. It's hard.
I want to go to LA in a couple months. So
I mean,
so this is a good piece.
Being a classic born and bred Brooklyn dude, your birthright is to wear Dodgers blue too.
And that's what I said to myself, bro.
I'm agreeing with that. I'm in 100%. My only thing to Ralph though, to really keep it silky, they should have gave us a Ralph B hat. Brooklyn joint, like I mean, this is one of the reasons why we fuck with Ralph too, because Ralph was doing retro for years. Ralph was giving us the old classic Olympics plates and shit like vintage. He was already making vintage shit fresh.
You like them retroing the pieces, like how they doing with Jordans and stuff, like how they been retroing.
I have some stuff.
I feel like the P-Wing was like.
I have some
really
stuff I don't.
Crazy.
I have some stuff. Some of the stuff I don't have. I love it though because I like that it just lets people get into the shit.
No doubt. It's a lifestyle brand for sure.
Always been. I mean, and kind of explaining to us what lifestyle was too. This shit is totally aspirational. It's built on a myth. The whole American experience. Manifest destiny. We learned that shit in school. Manifest destiny. What is that? Niggas had to go west. No, niggas had to kill everybody.
No doubt. Yo, is there another American brand you think that could fuck with Low?
I mean, not in that sense, because Low also did a lot of licensing too. So meaning Ralph took his name and he gave it to Hanes Corp and they made underwear for him. He's done enough branding where I feel like no American brand could reach that. Donna Karan was on an ill trajectory, but she couldn't maintain it. Tommy Hilfiger couldn't maintain it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? The dude many times went broke. Like many times was on the edge of losing his company. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Because he made a risky expansion bet, and each time he came back, like right from the brink of losing basically the controlling interest of the company, right? Because you're over leveraged in debt,
right? Boom,
the money came back in, bang, bang, bang. I mean, no doubt, it's always been us, throughout the ups and downs.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Holding it down.
Right. Because, again, like I said, this shit is the American dream. And an American dream, man, is who embodies that shit more than we do?
No doubt.
Yo. Every day you get up, man, just the fact we get up and we don't go and be like, yo, let's go kill people.
Damn, yo, that shit is real. I ain't gonna front, Uncle Sneaky. You just reminded me, man, when you just said this is the American dream while speaking on Ralph, that just reminded me of Kanye, man. Mm-hmm. That was some Ye shit, you know what I mean? But it's real. But what
I mean, listen.
I think what he got going on, like most of that shit is made in America. I'm not even not saying Kanye could touch Ralph, but just as far as having something homegrown that's actually dope, you know what I'm saying? And I know he's inspired by Ralph a lot too. But
Ralph got all the machines too.
Yo, I got some Ralph questions for you, but yo. What I want to know what kicks you rocking today. Let the people know what you brought out today.
Okay, help me understand. Am I saying this right? Is it the Jordan 11 Low IE?
Yeah.
Okay, because I don't know whether I want to say IE or LE.
Nah, I call it the IE.
The IE. Okay, all right. I've never. My eyes is too diabetic now to read the box properly. You know what I mean? But the joints had the elephant, the concrete print, flashing on the upper.
Yeah, yeah.
I was most proud, to be honest with you. What really triggered these, I pulled out some concrete Jordan quarter socks. So it was really the socks that really guided the shit today. I know we say footing's got it, but the sock is part of the footing.
Nah.
Okay.
That's fire, yo. That's what I'm saying. I didn't know I had to bring out some good socks. I know who was coming in today. You know what I mean? So I said, let me make sure the socks. I didn't know if I wanted to go with a solid navy blue or if I should go with the camo joints, but I went with the camo.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Yo, Uncle Sneaker, man.
Mello, are you a hype beast?
Yo, man. Your boy Premium Pete's gonna think I'm a hype beast. Yo, I went over there one day, yo. Oh my God, man. This is my first time meeting him.
Internet. Okay.
Bro, I went to Dunk Exchange, right? This is my first time going to Dunk Exchange, so I didn't know what to expect, right? So I went for like sneaker war. I had like the little baby Jordans on my book bag, little penny, like a sneaker T-shirt. I had on foams. So it's this store named Premium Goods, right? So we leaving, and I'm like, yo, let me stop up in here real quick. And yo, I walk up in there and I meet this dude, and like, yo, he's mad cool. Like we talking and shit. And he's like, yo, you look like such a fucking hype beast, bro. And I was like, yo, I thought that shit was mad funny because like he said it right to my face, bro. I was like, yo. And I looked at myself and I was kind of like, damn, you know what I mean? And ever since then, I think that stigma kind of stuck on me. But like, yo, you know what's the thing? I don't care for shit that's too hype. I'm more just fuck with what I really like. Like, you know what I'm saying? I love Kobe, so people always ask me, oh, you got the Grinches and shit? You know what I mean? I'm starting to feel like maybe I should just buy them just to have them. But I don't love the Kobe 6, like those little dots all over it. So, like, I don't really care about the hype. I more care about what I really love. But it is some joints that wind up being like popular and hyped up that you wind up liking, you know what I mean? But these days, I feel like the more rare the shoe is, like it don't even hit the same. You know what I'm saying? Like rare shoes, it's like they figured out the cheat code. Like kids with money go out and get a startup pack. You get a pair of Yeezys, a pair of Bread Ones, a Travis Scott.
I was just gonna say some, you know, Travis Scott. Yep,
and you're in
There's
the game.
There's a formula. There's a formula.
So like these days, I'm more. I like. Let me pass me the board right there. It's certain joints I like to go into culture. Like you never hear DJ Khaled talking about Dion's or his bows or nothing like that. Let me show you this, Uncle Sneaker. This is a sneaker board that I got. It's a visual compendium of sneakers, right? Just the history of sneakers from beginning to end and shit, right? And one thing that I noticed they missing on here is the bows. There's no SC trainers on there, you know what I'm saying? And that's one of my favorite sneakers ever, you know what I'm saying?
What's your favorite? When you say SC trainer, you mean the SC trainer mid?
Yeah, like the
like
his
his Auburn,
joints,
the Auburn with the purple, the orange,
with the 34
OG.
in the back, the black and red, black and gray Raiders,
the Raiders
bows.
joint. Yes,
You know what I mean?
yes.
Or the ones we call the Knicks joints. You know what I mean?
We've used them. We've related them to the Knicks, but I know what you're saying. That's the Auburn joints.
Yeah.
They're hitting with that orange.
Yeah.
That orange is. Listen, that's an unfuckswittable shoe.
So those were sick back in the days too, because I know you was active when those
did
were actually
Did that
dropped.
joint have Agassiz on it too? I don't think I even seen an Agassi.
Bro, there's no Agassiz on there. This is what I'm saying. Like, so the people who make this, you see, it's no bows, no Agassiz, right? Yo, my dude, I want to ask you something. How would you describe your style?
I'm trying not to always be so uncly.
No doubt.
But like I'm just I love color, and I love color that's season appropriate.
Yeah.
So in the summer I like to just be flashy and like try to hit, like I want to hit off the sunset, or depending where I'm gonna be.
No doubt.
You know, I want to wear colors that might be real popping in the sun.
Yo,
when the fall
comes, and that's so funny you say that, because like I said, man, when I always used to see you, like, yo, even back in the days, prime time, Uncle Sneaker looked like a football player, man, and I'm like, yo, this dude look mad intimidating, but you always got some bright colors on and shit. I'm like, nah, son, but look how he dressed though, son. Like, son is cool, you know what I mean? let me say what up or whatever. You know what I mean? And that is something that I definitely know you for. You know what I mean? Like, you definitely rock your colors, stand out and shit like that. I don't remember the exact first time I met you. I know we got a flick. Cause I seen you one night in Highline Ballroom. I think if that might have been the freshman Double XL concert, or it was a concert though. And yo, you had the rugby, the Four Horsemen joint with the horsemen running on it. That's like my favorite rugby of all time.
Mm-hmm. Five Horsemen, but yeah.
Yeah, and you had the some gray and orange New Balances to go with those. You know what I mean? And I'm not a New Balance fan, yo, but yo, you be rocking them shit, son. Like, I ain't gonna front. People been trying to get me. You know what I mean? Because I said, yo, in the first episode, I came down on New Balances. You heard? I said New Balances is for cornballs.
Yo.
But I need to reiterate a little bit.
Nah. You was right. God made me change my New Balance. Yo, and I was telling my wife, so I'm old. All right, I don't care. I don't mind that, whatever. But these shits is stupid comfortable.
For real. That's what my pops told me, yo.
I'm mad that I'm telling my wife, I'm mad these shits are so comfortable because they so goofy. Like, I hate them shits. I wore them shits. Them shits was divine on my feet, and I'm looking at them, and like, you know when you look down at your feet, you just that satisfying like, oh yeah, my shits is hidden. I was like, yo, who the fuck feet is this? I was like, who the fuck feet is this? And I'm like, fuck, it's over for me now.
Yo,
it's over.
I ain't gonna front. I seen a pair, them basketball ones. I think that's the 550.
550.
Those ain't bad. You know what I'm saying? Those ain't. If I fuck with a pair, I could fuck with something like that. You know what I mean?
I'm trying to reconcile. I think I fuck with them, but I have a feeling that once I haven't had them, I just seen the vanity pics. It's It's another thing once you get that shoe in your hand.
Yeah.
Two, and then what's the weight on the shoe? You know what I mean? Because that I remember them old New Balance, and old New Balance was bricks.
Yo, that's funny you said. That's how I feel about them Ralph Sampson Pumas. Those joints, I like the way they look, but every time I pick them up and like I hold them in the stomach, like, yo.
Yeah, you feel like you're doing calisthenics. Just
like, you know what I mean? This is a little foot. Like, imagine when I put my size in here. You know what I mean?
Right. So that's I'm nervous about that New Balance basketball shoe. I remember as a kid fucking with New Balance basketball shoes. I mean, back when I didn't really even have no sneaker budget. I was still on my parents' budget, and I had a pair of high tops, and them shits went to the. I rocked them shits to a hole in the bottom. They was comfortable though, so that was my take on it. But I'm nervous. I like their running shoes. I like the stuff that's made in the UK. I like the stuff they do that's made in the USA. But they have joints that's the materials, bro.
Yeah.
Nobody puts that material that you smell it, you feel it. It's like, oh, this is a real suede shoe. It's a real piece of leather.
Right.
You know what I mean? So that's the only thing I would say. And ultimately, you know, I mean, when you have hundreds of pairs of shoes, you don't really need to have a shoe that can go through hell and back. But, you know, I guess when I whittle myself down to 20 pairs, man, half of them, more than half is going to be New Balance.
You think so?
Oh, I know so.
Man, yo, son, that's a good, I mean, what was that style called? The ones that they made that bodega, that they did the collabo with those? They got like a little slice on the back of the heel. What are those? I think those are 997s. 997s?
Yeah, well, 997, anything above 990. And now you cooking with like a real nice track shoe running platform. So 990, 991, 992, fire. 993, difficult to find. No 994, no 995, 996. Nice one. Kith be having them joints.
Yeah, I think they had did the collabo with the basketball joints. But yo, like, I see you rock a lot of different types of shoes. You know what I'm saying? See, those 1300 New Balance kind of remind me of Brooks and Zacconi's, like that style. You know what I mean? That silhouette. You ever had any of those shits?
Oh yeah. I mean, Saucony, and when it was called Spot Built, I fucked with it.
Yo, that's the one that had the colors, the interchangeable. I always hear about those.
That would have been Lotto.
Oh,
That would have been
okay.
Lotto. Lotto
Lottos.
would have been with the.
So you said Spot Built?
Spot Built.
That was
SPOT-BILT.
I heard of those as well.
Basketball shoes. That was Saucony's like basketball.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, like basketball
Wow, I never
and
even knew that.
cross training or whatever and shit. Like, you know, when that cross training became a sport in the 80s, man, when we was kids. Before that, you only had 3 sports, man. You only could run, you only could fucking play basketball, and you only could just run from police. That was it.
Yeah, I seen you rock running shoes, basketball shoes, tennis shoes. You got the fucking Air Tech Challenge 4s, the joints that DMX had on that went viral. He got those.
Yeah.
Those are my grills, yo.
Oh, wow.
But,
dig it.
what's your favorite type of like style of sport? Like, you know what I mean? Which
Tennis shoe. Tennis shoe. It all starts with tennis
down
shoe.
south, they call everything a tennis shoe.
They call it, down south they call it tennis.
You mean literally?
They be like, oh, you got a new pair of tennis.
Yo, word.
Any sneaker is called a tennis down south.
Yeah, word.
Any sneaker.
When I was in Florida, they kept telling me that. Like,
yeah,
yo,
any
like
sneaker called tennis.
Look at his tennis shoes. I was like,
you go up in Alabama, Mississippi, any sneaker's called tennis. I'm gonna tell you why, man. And when I was a kid and I started seeing sneakers, the official sport was tennis.
Right.
Because you had to fucking to play the shit, you had to get lessons, you had to have like you couldn't just be going down to the park to play tennis.
Right.
Where the fuck is the tennis court?
Right.
Who has a racket? who has the key to unlock the fucking lock for the tennis court? Because tennis court should be locked. You can't just walk in a tennis court. You don't ever see nobody just sitting in a tennis court doing it. You got to have the motherfucker shit unlocked. This shit is official.
Word. That's real.
And as little niggas, too, we used to get money at Louis Armstrong Stadium in Flushing Meadow Park. Like the Open, the U.S. Open is there in the summer.
Yeah,
so
that's right.
You go there, man, you just do little odd shit around there, man, and you come out with $50. So whenever the U.S. Open came around, all the neighborhood boys went over there and went to get jobs.
That's crazy. That's one of my first jobs, too. I told you I worked at Shea Stadium.
You worked at Shea Stadium.
So in the summertime when the joint came, they let us go across the street and work at the U.S. Open. And I met mad people. Al Roker, man. He's a cool motherfucker, bro.
I worked at Shea Stadium in '86.
Wow. You know what's crazy? The year I worked there, that's my word, it was the year the Subway Series, bro.
2000.
Word. So then I'm back and forth between Yankees and Mets because it was the same parking thing that owned both of them. Word. It was a dope time, man. Word.
Yep. See, that's the thing, too. When a New York City kid goes out of their neighborhood to get money, like legit money, changes your whole perspective. Changes how you move within the city. You know what I mean? You know how to move now. You know how to move through neighborhoods, through boroughs, and you know, and you have a focus, and you're getting to your money. Yo,
yeah, it's real.
When you do that in New York, man, I feel like, yo, you are the energy. Like, that's why the city never sleeps, because we got millions of people. You know, we got millions of people doing fuck shit too, though, but we got millions of people keeping the lights on.
No doubt. It's the home of the hustle, man, and it's not just drugs, man, but we gonna get to that too. I gotta ask you, man, while I got you here, man, I got a lot of things I wanna ask you, but yo, like, what's your favorite sneaker ever, man?
Shit, right now, right in this second, I'm gonna say Phone Posit 1.
Royal Blue?
Oh, nah. Tianjin.
What's that?
Tianjin is some shit that just they dropped in China.
Oh, yeah. The China joints.
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah. You think those is it?
That's my favorite.
Yo, son, that's real, yo. That's mad original, yo. Word, and that was unexpected. Word. Yo, I love sneakerheads whose style is like unpredictable. You know what I'm saying? Like, you definitely one of them people, man.
Yeah. Now, when you see this shit, it's all over. It's a piece of art.
It's summer in New York City. I mean, what you think is one of the best spots to go shopping for your kicks?
It depends what level you want to spend bread. But I mean, if you want to, you want to spend your money. Of course, we got the legit spots.
Yeah, you could always go up in one of those
right,
flight clubs or one of those and spend that guap.
Right, but I'm happy. I'm happy on Jamaica Avenue. I'm happy on Fulton Street. I'm happy around the way. I sometimes because Jimmy Jazz will have a slept-on shoe, and that joint will hit clearance, and I'll be like, oh, I already know I got crazy fits for this joint.
Yeah, that's funny you say that, because I wanted to ask you as a top shopper, you know what I'm saying? When buying your low, where you think has the best low selection? Bloomies, a.k.a., Bloomingdale's people that's listening, we call it Bloomies. Right. Or Macy's, we call it the C's, you know what I'm saying? So Bloomies or the C's, man, who got a better low selection?
I mean Macy's without question, the C's without a question.
For real?
Yes, I mean a better collection. Yes. Bloomies have more diversity. Bloomies will have Purple Label, RLX.
They have more expensive stuff.
Tell you, Saks have the biggest range from fucking then go to the Mansion. If it's between Macy's and Bloomies, then it's Macy's. Yeah. But all of these, you gotta have a rotation. It depends what you're looking for.
Yeah.
Bloomies has shit that Macy's doesn't get. There's allocation that go to Bloomies that Macy's does not get. There's stuff that goes to Saks that, because Saks is a whole nother corporation from Federated, which owns Macy's and Bloomies, Saks gets a different allotment. So there's pieces that Saks gets that don't hit Macy's or Bloomies.
I never even knew that.
Right. And then the Mansion and Soho, whatever, they have other things that will not hit outside of Ralph Lauren.
Yeah, no doubt.
So if you don't get at the Mansion, you may luck out. Well, you may luck out at an outlet, maybe, but probably not.
Man, that's why. And that's the thing. These Polo pieces, it's like art, man. When you buy it, it's like, bro, you so happy because this piece, like, you just got a piece of a moment. You know what I mean? That's what it feel like for me. But let me ask you, son. When buying your teddy knits, right? You buying a teddy bear polo knit. Which ones is more fly to you? A stand-up teddy or the sitting down teddies?
I mean, the sit down is the classic. So the sit down is the first teddy put on the knit. I mean, my favorite joints that I have now are all stand-up, but that's really due to what they've done.
Just dropping? Because I don't see a lot of sit-down teddies dropping like that no more.
Yeah, I mean, and it's kind of done as a retro thing, and I'm kind of like, I already have them.
Right.
So I don't feel like the need to re-up for the new joints. You know what I mean? With the new joints, man, they be sewing wood toggles onto the dude's sweater.
Yeah.
They be.
Yo, I saw one with like a leather. He had I think it's like a turtleneck. He got on like a leather jacket.
Oh yeah, you talking about that Purple Label? See, that's You got that expensive. You got them expensive eyes, man.
Yo, bro.
Oh yeah. They putting a Purple Label teddies out.
Yo, that leather jacket is sick. This girl had it on with the leather. Like, yo, I was like, wow. But let me ask you something. Kanye wore a lot of polo in his rookie season. You think he did anything for the brand?
No, I mean, yes. He did the same thing we've all been doing.
I was surprised, like, just as a Brooklyn, because when I see him with a teddy knit on, I'm like, hold up. Then I see him with another one, and like certain pieces, I'm like, yo, how the fuck? Like,
nah, but here's the thing. We were so local minded that once you get out of New York, you find out that, oh snap, yo, people was fucking with Low. It wasn't just New York. We were tremendous here with it.
No doubt.
But it was and even if it started here, it literally from the moment a visual representation came of a black kid rocking some baggy Low or baggy Tommy or whatever, boom, that went worldwide.
No doubt.
That went worldwide. So wherever people were, that they had access to that apparel, that they saw that somebody else wearing it just looked crazy, boom. Because I know cats from California and cats from the Bay who were, just a few years behind us, but literally tracking this stuff because they saw it on a music video, and then boom, they found it in their store.
Fact.
So, again, I'm talking about that lightning bolt that's just cracking that down and setting that tree afire, and then the people in the mountains see it, and then the people in the valley see it. And you know what? People way over in the plains, they found out about it too.
Yeah, no doubt. It's not a local thing.
Yeah.
It's a global thing now. But it's been like that for a while. But him rocking those pieces, like, it was different.
I would definitely say that if the brand needed a shot in the arm, it did get it. But at the same time, we had never stopped. I mean, part of the thing was he came here and saw how it just defined people who were doing their thing. That, yeah, he adopted that.
Mm-hmm. He was paying attention.
Yeah. So I mean, I don't think that Ralph Lauren deserves any credit, nor does Kanye deserve credit. And when I say we, I mean like all of us that deserve fucking reparations and repatriation. You know what I mean? We don't just deserve to have our wealth brought back to us. We also deserve to have our land given back to us too.
Word.
You know what I mean? Money is one thing, but the land is everything.
No
doubt. I'm going off on a tangent, man.
Nah.
But to the larger point though, like, yo, we have been here doing it.
No doubt.
Doing the hard work throughout.
Been doing it.
Doing the lifestyling throughout.
I know you've been in the game for a long time, man. I know you highly respected and connected with the low lives. You know what I'm saying?
I know many of them. Yes.
I ask you this one. You a low life?
I'm not a low life.
Word?
I love my Polo Ralph Lauren, but I am not a low life. And I cannot be a low life.
For real.
I can't.
That's crazy.
I could have every last piece of low, and I could never say I'm a low life.
No doubt. A lot of people, since Instagram started, I've seen a lot of people tagging low lives and shit like that on their stuff. So I'm like, But I always wanted to ask you that because, like I said, I know you respected, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. No, I can't be a low life, bro.
That's more than anything, you know what I mean?
My little high school affiliation is a youth collective called Decepticon. They're a little bit older than Low Life, like the formation of them. You know what I mean? Just a little bit older, but we're all the same, pretty much age. You know what I mean? Just a little bit.
I've definitely heard of the Decepticons as well.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I want to call it a youth collective. Some people say, oh, they were a gang. And you know what? They always say that about, black and brown people when they get together. And maybe sometimes they do fuck shit. That doesn't make them a gang. It's still a youth collective.
No doubt.
They just were doing fuck shit, man. And when you're a kid, you know what I mean? You don't have the information in your head to build.
Right.
You just know how to destroy. That's why motherfucking child rebel soldier. Why you think they give them the 15-year-olds guns?
Yeah.
Thank you, brother. Oh, yeah, thank you.
Yeah. Whenever you're ready. You want one?
Yeah, I mean, so, that's our story. We was just kids.
That's what's up, man, because the history is important, man, because, like, again, like, you a historian. Like, you more than just a sneaker enthusiast, you know what I mean? And these are things that people want to know, you know what I mean? I got to ask you something, man, because it's something concerning to me as a New York City resident, man. How you feel about when you see people wearing slides around the city, man? Is slides a city? Should that be on people's feet?
I have a big problem with that, bro. I have a big problem with people wearing house shoes outside. You know what I mean? And there's certain places you could wear house shoes. I mean, let's be honest. Let's not be fucking Nazis about it. You going to the beach, you know what I mean?
No doubt.
You know what I mean? But I feel like there's just a commonality of people, our people, wearing house shoes outside. Like, and this shit, slides, all right, I could tolerate that. The most infuriating shit, though, is when I see a black man feet in thong sandals.
Yeah.
Like I'm a bigot behind that. Anybody could wear thong sandals. I don't care any race, any nationality, but a black man in thong sandals, like,
yeah.
like nah, man, come on, man.
I think we should be 10 toes down at all times. You got Crocs?
Oh, I got Crocs.
How you feel about the Crocs?
I got Crocs. I mean, again, a Croc is a house shoe. All right. For certain engagements, for certain arrangements, like I violated. I wore Friday. I wore my Crocs. Yeah, I wore my fucking Crocs to Rockaway. I drove out to Rockaway. All right. I was being low key to the car. You know what I mean? Because to tell you the truth, I wanted to start a fatwa where everybody in the city, like if you see a motherfucker with unacceptable footwear, you could throw a brick at their feet. So if you see somebody in a thong sandal, if you see a brother in a thong sandal, you can fucking throw a brick at their feet, and if it hit their toe, whatever, it's all good. So I was ducking and diving to get to the car, man. But I mean,
so you got a few. I don't have no Crocs. Like everybody in my crib got them. My son been trying to get me in them. I'm like,
Mello, you're a father. I mean, to be honest with you, I'm ashamed of my Croc ownership. I'm just.
How many you got, man?
2 pair, but still.
Are they comfortable?
I mean, they're house shoes, man. They're not. Yes, they're comfortable. They're only to be worn in the house.
Yeah, like
they're only to be worn in the house. And when I say the house, I mean your tax lot. Meaning, okay, I could go down to the laundromat if it's in my building. I could go down to the laundromat if it's on my block.
yeah. But
like
you can
adjacent.
Still stand 10 toes down in your Crocs. I don't understand these slides. If you live somewhere with the grass and all that down south, that's how they live. That's how they choose to live. But when you live in New York City in this concrete jungle, you must be 10 toes down. Like you can't function in Crocs. Like in slides.
You can't be responsible.
Anything happen, you need to bounce.
You need to be a responsible man.
You're gonna lose a toenail.
You're gonna be jammed up. You're gonna be jammed up.
Yo, what you think about them Yeezy foam runners?
I mean, I've been anti-Yeezy pretty much the whole Adidas run. There's a few joints I submit that I do. I'm starting to come around to the profile, but the foam, like I feel like a lot of Yeezy shit, man, is just we can be like that's the Kardashian era Yeezy shit. You know what I mean? And like when Yeezy come back to the soul, when he come back to Serena Williams era, then we're gonna see a different.
Yeah, you got many sneakers. Do you have a pair Adidas Yeezys?
No, I have no Yeezy product. Period. I mean, I shot the shot for the ones. I had a chance to get the 2s at Jimmy Jazz downtown Fulham. Man.
Yo, I absolutely remember seeing you out there filming with the people with the first Yeezy with the Nike run.
Oh, like, yes.
You was running around the city in the middle of the night with the campers. You know what I'm saying? Filming with this. All this stuff is documented. The receipts is there, man. So you don't have no.
I had a chance to get the one. I had a chance to get the one, and my man, shouts to my man Ferris Bueller. He was like, "Yo, DP, you want a Yeezy, or you want to go see Kanye Glow in the Dark, Madison Square Garden?"
Oh, word.
And he put me in the first line. He put me in the front stage.
I believe it.
That shit was I traded my pair for that. It was worth it.
Yeah, I could believe it. I've been to one Kanye concert, and that was the Watch the Throne with him and Jay, and that was the best Jay-Z concert I ever been to. And I've been to like many Jay-Z concerts.
Yeah, Jay-Z concerts are dope, but then the energy is more in the audience and not with like with Jay.
The thing with him that's amazing when he's performing is like, yo, I'm on the sidelines and I'm getting tired. Like, he really sounds like the record. It sounds like a CD's playing. Like, this guy don't mess up. He don't forget lines. Like, it sounds like it's amazing. Like, because I'm literally, like, I'll be tired on the sidelines, man, and he's still up there going. Like, son is definitely,
I mean, he's,
one of my dudes that inspired me. And things like that. You know what I'm saying?
He's ill for his ability to pull stuff down. Because I've seen Nas many times not be able to catch his own song.
Mm-hmm.
I was watching Nas one time, and the Roots was back and was holding him down, and he couldn't catch his song, and he was telling Quest like, nah, stop, run it back, and Quest wouldn't stop. Quest was playing through, and Nas couldn't catch it. And then Black Thought started him on it, and then Nas came.
Oh, word, that's crazy.
Yo, Black Thought got all his songs, all his bars, and all everybody else's.
Yeah, I heard, man. Black Thought is definitely one of the illest. I gotta see him perform. I heard his shows is crazy. You know what I mean? Because these dudes are still from the era where they'll give you a little freestyle. The Roots, that is. Jay ain't giving you no freestyle to show. You gonna get them songs and you gonna get out of there. You know what I mean? Yo, as a sneaker historian, I ask you this, man. Do you think Yeezys will be around? They'll still be hot in 10 years?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, yes, definitely.
No doubt.
Definitely.
Yo,
10 years is a tight little window.
Word. Right?
I mean, what's Jordan's run at now? 35, and Jordan's really didn't get hot until, say, the 3. So let's see, Jordan's on a 30-year run, you know, with peaks, with dips. I see that because, I mean, the new paradigm isn't for athletes to be the drivers for signature shoes. It's for entertainers.
Yeah, no doubt.
You know?
Yeah.
So
the influence of the entertainers is crazy. Like, do you think they're doing too many of them collabo shoes instead of like letting it organically pop?
I mean, yeah, but they don't care about that.
You know what shoe surprised me? That Mars Yard. You know what that is?
No.
Yo, bro, I gotta show you these shoes, man, because it's important.
Mars Yard?
This was a organic shoe. Yeah, the Tom Sachs.
Oh, wait a minute, with the Tom Sachs
the tan with the red check.
Yes.
Yeah, the shit's going for like $2,000, $4,000, all those crazy numbers.
Okay.
But those shoes, I didn't see that happening at all with those. You know what I mean? I know they were rare and all that, but some things pop organically, you know what I mean? And I think that shit is dope. You know what I'm saying?
Is that Mars Yard? Is that organic? You would call that organic?
Well, not really, because I know it was a trial shoe. So then it never came out or something like that. And then they did come out. So you know what I mean? It was a big deal. Like
it's a hype beast shoe. It's a hype beast shoe. It falls into the hype beast realm.
You're right.
You know what I mean? It falls into the hype beast realm. I mean.
We don't get to see things organically. What was the last shoe that you think was just an organic pop? Like it was it.
Organic pop. I can't think of an organic. The only thing I could say is for an organic pop is when I see a bunch of young people running around in shell toes, and I'm like, yo.
Yo, like, even the track pants, I don't even understand how everybody love Adidas suits so much. Like, is it just because it's cheaper than a tech suit, or is it because it's comfortable?
It's got to be because it's cheaper. But
I've never had one.
But I'll be honest with you. Again, trying not to be so much uncle, I was like, yo, let me get some fucking Adidas track pants. Models was going out of business. Man, boom, I got these track pants. Yo, my wife was like, oh, snap. You got your booty out. I was like, oh, damn. Damn. It's just too tight.
A word. You can't rock those.
They was Euro cut. Yeah. But I was like, damn. You know, because you start seeing like the silhouette and you're like, all right, fuck it. You know, I'm going to do it. Mm-hmm. And then you're like, oh, wait a minute. Nah, I can't do that.
Yeah. Like, I never even tried to step into it. Only Adidas I really have. Like, I like the Matumbos. Like, I don't really restrict myself too much. But, yeah. Other than like the Matumbos, it's probably just Yeezys.
I just touched some joints, human made.
Oh, the new ones.
Yeah. The Bait dude designed some joints.
Yeah.
Okay, so they got a shoe called a Country Trekker shoe. It's like a runner. That shit is wild comfortable. So I fuck with that. I just saw the Forum got replatformed with that human made with that Boost platform.
Real?
So I might fuck with because it looked like. it give me tennis shoe vibes.
Yeah.
Like I said, I love tennis shoes.
Yeah.
So.
Last time I was going somewhere, I bought the Super Stan. It's like a fusion of the Stan Smith and the Shell Top. You know what I mean? That was one of those things I'm like, yo, I don't even know why I bought those. I forgot I was going to bring them in too, like, because I wanted you to peep those.
A Super Stan.
Yeah,
wow.
You didn't see those? You never saw those?
I don't fuck with Stan Smiths, though, to my word. Rod Laver, the Forest Hills. They even got a joint called Grand Prix tennis shoe. Hardcore tennis shoes. The Illy Nastasi. I don't fuck with the Stan Smith. Stan Smith was always...
did something?
Nah,
Is it him? Let me know, man.
No. You want to know this? I associate Stan Smith with a certain type of motherfucker. Like, to me, like, the niggas that always wore Stan Smith was racist. So
son, that's how I feel about New Balance, bro.
Yes.
Like yo, bro.
Yo, I'm telling you.
But son, the way you rock them, like I know when you walk around the city and they see you with them shorts, it's like, yo, hold up. You know what I mean? So I always get that part of our culture, you know what I'm saying? Where it's like we take things that we're not supposed to be wearing and we wear it anyway, you know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Like I know y'all don't want us with this, so we gonna wear it, you know what I mean? But me, I stay within my lane. Like I gotta like it. You know what I mean? I'm not.
I mean, nah, you don't. I don't be buying shit just to be on some revolutionary shit.
Right.
Like,
that's what I'm saying. Like I'm not trying to do that. Like I'm not copping something just to make a point.
Yeah. That's them niggas that be walking around the street with a polo shirt on and they got a fucking derby hat on or some shit like that.
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
Nah, that's OD.
Bro,
That's OD.
My wife hate my jeans. She told me I needed to wear some chinos today. I'm like, yo, I'm not trying to look like Carlton Banks. Like I don't want the whole Polo man look. Like this is Polo meets Brooklyn. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's Uncle Sleeker in the building, and I'm like, yo, I need to be right.
Yeah, nah. That's definitely outfit architecture official because boom, you take that nice solid knit rhyme with the hat, and then boom, go crazy with the cargos, and then internets blow niggas with minds with the DALLAS. The DALLAS SB.
Yeah, bro, I had to bring those out today, bro.
Fire.
Appreciate you, man.
Fire.
That's all I need.
Hype Beast alert, though. I would be tell Premier P you listening. Hype Beast alert, but definitely.
Nah,
but
man.
I
know who's coming in today, and I had to be prepared. I would have wore some white on white ups if it was anybody else.
If
bro.
I had those, I probably would have wore those.
Yo, bro, I would have wore some white, but I never seen you in a pair of white ups. I'm like, nah, bro. Do you wear them shits?
Yo, I have one pair. I got one pair.
Do you respect them?
Of course.
All right, cool.
I don't like my foot in them. Like, remember when I tell you I wore this New Balance?
Yeah.
And I looked at my foot and I was just like I like my foot in the dunk profile, as opposed to the force.
Yo, I think the people need to get a little bit of understanding of Uncle Sneaker a little bit better. This is something I call 60 seconds with Kick Game. I'm gonna ask you a couple questions, and you just tell me the first.
Thing that comes to my mind.
The answer, yeah.
Rapid.
Right?
Okay,
yeah.
bet. Let's go.
All right, so let's set this off. Pennies or Barclays?
Pennies.
Rakim or Kane?
It's fucked up. Rakim.
Rihanna or Beyonce?
Beyonce.
Louis or Gucci?
Gucci.
Nas or Jay?
Nas.
All Eyes on Me double album or Life After Death double album?
Life After Death.
PlayStation or Xbox?
PlayStation.
Knicks or Nets?
Not even gonna answer that.
Yankees or Mets?
Mets.
High top beef and broccolis or low top beef and broccolis?
Beef and broccoli mids. Fuck beef and broccoli. We gonna wear bras. Fuck you, Timberland.
Air Force One highs or Air Force One lows?
Air Force One lows.
Jordan 1s or Dunk SBs?
Dunk SB.
Albee Square Mall or the Coliseum?
That's a toss-up. Damn. I tell you what. Coliseum.
Y'all niggas don't got no jeans. Hold up. Blue denim or black denim? I'm coming back.
Blue denim, raw blue denim. Okay, blue denim. Blue denim. Blue denim.
Kobe or LeBron?
Kobe over Michael. If y'all really want to, one day, we'll do it. Kobe won back to back.
Yo, hold up.
Homeless niggas and crackheads. He won back to back with homeless niggas. A journeyman. The people talk about Gasol. Fuck Gasol.
Word. Yo, Mercedes or Tesla?
Mercedes.
iPhone or Android?
iPhone.
Chips Ahoy or Oreos?
Oreo.
Shop online or in store?
In store. Touch the things.
Gotta touch it. No doubt. Yo, my dude, I think that gives the people a little better feeling than Uncle Sneaker, man. Let's give love for Uncle Sneaker.
Thank y'all. Internets, thank y'all.
Because we need to know these things, man, and I just need to get it down. I don't get to hear you talk about rap too much. I seen you with mad rappers and things like that.
Yes.
I don't get to know too much about your MCs. You from Queens, born and raised.
Yes.
I heard you say your first pair of sneakers was Pumas.
Yes.
Suede's.
Yes. Suede Clyde.
The Clyde.
Navy suede, navy blue Clyde suede.
Wow.
Bought them joints because I was a little comic book nerd, and I sold some comic books and bought this nylon Puma suit and a fucking hat, like a Puma hat, whatever, with the iron-on Puma shit, and snapped in the back, like, you know, with this nasty old 80s snapback shit, and these navy blue. My mom was like, "Where you get all this stuff from?" And I was like, "I sold my comics," and she was like, "No. Don't ever sell your comics. You need something, talk to me." And I was like, all right, well, because, like, I never did nothing with clothes.
Right.
Until I bought this shit. They was like, oh, shit, this nigga's buying clothes? This nigga's kissing bitches now? What's going on? He trying to clean up? He just reads comic books. So they was like, what's going on?
Shit changed after them Pumas?
I mean, the trajectory was changing. You know what I mean?
You got the Clydes?
Yeah. Yep.
Yo, that's crazy. He was a champion back then.
I mean, he wasn't playing. He was clearly retired by '83. You know what I mean? He was retired, but it was just a beautiful shoe. The feel of it, suede shoes, man. Like all we had in the '70s and '80s was canvas. Like, I remember this kid Jamal had got leather shoes. We all had to go see his shoes. We had to go visit this nigga that had got leather shoes. No one gets leather shoes. Our shoes were canvas, like that. Like that shit you make a sack
Chuck
out.
Taylors and
yeah.
shit.
Everybody's shoes canvas.
That's crazy.
He had leather tennis shoes. We was all like, oh shit, you got leather tennis shoes for the summer.
Yo,
so that was big.
You had the Pumas. You from Queens. Was you breakdancing and shit?
Of course. I tried to break dance. I was no good at break dancing. I tried to do graffiti. I had a nice little run doing graffiti. I shouldn't say I was no good at graffiti. I was not trying to get arrested for doing graffiti. For, you know what I mean, get caught by the vandal squad, get caught in a train yard. You know what I mean? My dad would have fucking tore my ass.
No doubt.
So I was like, yo, boom. So graffiti, I kind of stayed with my art a little bit, but I wasn't writing on walls no more. Then I fucking went through, I guess, a little window where that's when I started fucking with girls. And then once you start fucking with girls, then you start getting in fucking trouble. Mm-hmm. And then, boom, then you stealing cars, then you know.
In the mix.
Yep.
You in the mix.
Super mixy for them teen years, man. And then, you know, luckily I lucked out and worked for an architect. When I was 18 years old, I literally had just turned 18. And I had been messing with the people years ago because I worked as a mailroom clerk. So when I was 16, I worked as a mailroom clerk down the hall from these architects.
Right.
And at the end of the day, I basically take everybody on the floor's mail to the post office. A couple years go by, man, and I'm working for a surveyor, and it was fucking racist. But I was also a fucking young douchebag, too. So the two didn't mix, so them niggas fired me. So I walked to this I went back to this dude, and I was like, hey, man, I used to, drop the mail. I was just wondering if y'all, needed someone around the office. I know how to do drafting, what I mean? So I could, help out with drafting. And they was like, oh, yeah, bet, you're hired. And I was like, okay, bet. I'll be back on Monday. It was like, nah, go sit down now. And boom. And I was with these folks for 10 years from that time on. That's 10 years, man. Yep. So they gave me the skills to, like, I mean, I had already known how to draft and basically create an architectural floor plan.
Right.
But there's a specialty inside that plan and just the understanding of it. Like, just because you can put the lines on the shit doesn't mean you even understand what you're doing or why you're doing it.
For sure.
So he gave me the understanding of it so that I could look at these drawings and not just create them, but read them to the point where, boom, that's been my career. I've been a construction manager for the city.
Right. That's dope, man.
Yeah,
like,
23 years.
Man, salutes for that, bro. Word, because a lot of people don't understand. Like, they don't know, like, we still have to go work and things like that. They think we just get these things, like, they just appear, or like Nike's just sending you and Polo sending you all these pieces. You don't go out and grind for it. You know what I mean?
No. We work.
We work. In the past year, we've been home, COVID. Like I said, you rather shop in store than online, but like a lot of things haven't been that option. We've been having to order packages, right? They come into the crib. Wifey sees every package that comes in. New York Times just did an article on you, man. That was dope. Yo, let's salute the Godfish New York Times article, man, because that is not regular, man. That was a beautiful look, and we love it just to see one of us make it, man. You know what I'm saying? Something that stood out to me in the article. You said wifey wasn't happy about you making an $800 purchase, so now anything over $500, you discuss it with her first. That's dope. You know what I'm saying? And I just want you to elaborate on that a little bit for me.
I was in Cleveland for SneakerCon and pulled up in a consignment shop. Dude had a pair of Galaxy Foamposite, and I was like, oh shit, size 12, dead stock, fuck. So I was like, how much? And I'm not gonna lie, I was ready to spend a rack for the shoe.
Right.
I like it. I love it.
Yeah.
So I was gonna spend that shit. And a dude fuck with my YouTube, like had fuck with me online.
Oh, he knew who you was.
I mean, he's fuck with me. I'm not nobody, but whoever I think I am, he think I'm that dude too.
Yeah, that's in Cleveland.
Yeah, yep. So he sold it to me for $800.
That was a steal at the time. People was trading their cars for that shit.
I mean, it was a couple years after that, but it was still they could get a rack easy.
Yeah.
So I feel like at least he gave me 20% off of even what I was gonna pay in my mind.
Right.
Man, so she was like, "What the fuck?" You know what I mean? I've never spent that kind of money.
Yeah, that's
a lot. What do you spend on a phone posit anyway? $200, $250 at the time, whatever.
Spending the $250 is already a lot.
Right,
you know what I mean?
Right.
Word.
Right. So we made this line that 500 would be the ceiling. Anything above that, and boom, we're gonna talk about it. We're gonna have a discussion about it. I mean, just so that she's making sure that I'm not hyping for no reason.
Yo, that's dope though, man. Just to have that connection. Shout out to wifey, man. What you call it, man? What's
Chocolate Snowflake.
Chocolate Snowflake, man. That shit is fly.
Yo,
man. Shout out to wifey. Yo, I saw you one night, bro. Every weekend pre-COVID, my neighborhood, we have something called First Saturday. It's like in the Brooklyn Museum.
Right, not every first Saturday.
Every first Saturday,
yes,
right.
Yes.
And like the whole hood comes out, people from all over. It's like a big party bash. It goes on all day, right? I saw you in there one night, right? So I'm like, yo, that's Dallas Penn. I'm like, yo, I want to holler at this nigga. So I'm like, damn, but he looked like he's tied up. He with wifey, like he chilling and shit. I'm like, damn, it's like the middle. It's like 10 o'clock at night. So my man's like, yo, fuck that. I'm hollering at him. He's like, yo, Dallas Penn, what up? And he's like, yo, peace. I was like, oh shit, this nigga's cool. I'm like, yo, let me ask you something. I'm like, yo, I want to do a podcast. Like, what you think? Like, how I should start? He's like, nigga, like if you got a computer, he's like yeah, it's like it's a MacBook or something. Like yeah, he's like son, you can do it straight off your computer. He's like son, you can do it. You got a voice, nigga. You know your shit. Go ahead. And I was like, all right, you know what I mean? And yo, two things. That little line there, like it's stuck in my head. It's different. Mad people tell you could do it, but when certain people tell you could do it, that's doing it, you feel a different type of confidence. You know what I mean? I appreciate that shit. And shout out to Chocolate Snowflake as well, because let me tell you something. I'm there, like we talking and stuff, but I'm kind of like, cause I don't want to, cause I know how it gets, and I'm peeking over and like, yo, she wasn't even upset. It wasn't no bad energy, nothing. Not like I know you went back and continue your night. It wasn't like, oh well, why you stopping to conduct business right now with these little dudes? Like, you know what I'm saying? And that shit is dope, man. Like, it's rare, you know what I'm saying? But it's something I'll remember, you know what I'm saying? I can't remember the first time we met, man, but these different times
she comes from
out.
that background. Her dad is a world renowned photographer.
Oh, for real?
Yeah. Does like big shows, be in a museum. You know what I mean? So
oh, wow.
Yeah. So she's very accommodating, bro.
No doubt.
Because she knows what I'm up to.
People stop you a lot while you out and shit?
Nah. Just people that I'm in tune with.
So let me tell you something. I'm talking to my man the other day from uptown. So he's like, yo, Mello, you been doing this mad long, son. You should have been lit. Like, you know, you go in that list and he starts like naming niggas, and then the nigga says you, Dallas Penn. And I just was like, oh shit, this nigga's dissing me, but he don't even know. You just put me in a class with somebody I never even thought anybody on earth would have put me in a class with. You know what I'm saying? So that alone, you know, I was grateful for. But let me ask you something. Do people tell you stuff like that? Like, yo, boy, you should be here, or you should be this famous or that, or a millionaire by now and stuff like that. Like,
yeah,
you hear that?
all the time.
So how do you deal with that shit?
I mean, you say, oh man, listen, from your mouth to God's ears. I mean, when I was a kid, they had a TV show, $6 Million Man. And this nigga flew in a plane crashed, niggas burnt to death, and niggas rebuilt his whole shit for $6 million. If I had $6 million now, I couldn't even get a fucking fake ear. I couldn't even get a fucking X-ray eye. $6 million man now would be like $4 trillion now.
Right.
They done fuck money up. So the money ain't, listen, if I can work and I can pay my bills and I can take my lady to see some sun every now and then, we good.
No doubt.
We good. You know what I mean? The million is great, but I'm scared that if they gave me the million, Mello, they would fuck up money, and they would be like, oh, guess what? Money's no longer in effect anymore.
No doubt.
Yep,
word, by the time we get it,
yeah,
it's going to be like it ain't shit no more,
it ain't shit no more. So,
yo, sometimes I just be like, yo, money has really never been my motivation to do the things that I do. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, I don't know. Like, I just be thankful. You know what I'm saying? I'm not trying to get rich. I more just want to get my point across. You know what I'm saying? And that's something I feel about you. Like, you know what I mean? You say how you feel. You know what I'm saying? And you direct. It's not really a beating around the bush kind of thing. And that's something I respect, man. Like, and yo, bro, like, as we continue to move in the sneaker culture, man, like, the game is changing, but it's certain things that's been set by dudes like you know what I'm saying? Where we just gonna keep a certain respect on the culture, you know what I'm saying? And even as one of the older gods, you still stay in tune, you know what I'm saying? You don't shun people like, yo, some of them guys, like, you know what I mean, that's in the space that, you know, they like popular in the sneaker culture, like they kind of just look down on people. From like whatever throne they feel like they sit on, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
But you stay in tune. It's just like I said, I could stop you and ask you for some advice and shit like that, and you know, it's appreciated, bro.
The weirdos is probably the cats that's probably got sent home with paper bags on their feet when they was kids. Probably.
Yeah, like, yo, I feel so.
Probably,
I feel that,
something
man.
like that. But I mean, listen. It's great, man, to be here and to be loving this thing. I went to St. Martin one time, man, and I love telling this story. They got a little district, man, a sneaker district, a little shopping district. And one of these shops, man, had motherfucking the most Bandulu, Benghazi, fake Fugazi shit you ever seen. And the shit that stuck in my eye was this 11, regular height 11, but the whole shit was patent. And the whole patent was elephant print. Oh, and the whole elephant print was white. So it was a white the shit was fucking ill. And I said, I want that shit. I said, which one is size 12? You know, they're all horrible bootlegs. So I gave dude $50, and he was like, nah, man, this is $100. I said, nope, I'm giving you 50. It's just because I want them. I know they're fake. He says, nah, they're not fake. They're Caribbean Jordans. I was like, you're good, man. You're good with that. But I wanted them shits. And so I go to one of my job sites on Geralman Street, man. And the municipal building on Geralman Street has a lot of like civic offices in there. Yeah. Voting registration, people go see their PO, bomb. So I go and I'm doing my thing there, and then I'm coming out, and a cat stops me. And he's like, oh shit, yo, those shits is fire. Where'd you get those? And I was like, oh shit, I was on a cruise. And I wasn't on a cruise, I was staying, but I was on a cruise in the Caribbean, man, and I bought them in the shop. And he's like, oh, shit, them shits is fresh. I was like, all right, thanks, brother. He's probably going to see his P.O. All right, not to profile somebody, but he's probably going to see his P.O.
Yeah, that's the building.
For that dude to fuck with the shoes is better than any sneaker nigga. Any nigga from SneakerCon, any nigga from Dunk Exchange. No disrespect to none of these guys who are good people that manage and run these things.
It's pure.
But they're not the culture.
Yeah, no doubt.
Like that dude is the culture. That dude going to see his PO and being responsible and getting his shit together after he got knocked or pinched for whatever, and now putting his shit together is like he's the culture.
No doubt.
So if I can be fresh for him, to him, then I'm good. I'm really good, because them niggas is cornballs. They got a off-white shoe coming out, and the shit look old.
Yeah, I see that.
The shit look like if you seen someone with that shit, you throw that shit out the window.
But that's how the fives come. The soles be all
throw that shit up on the fucking wire.
Yeah,
that's not the culture. That's why. Yeah, they doing shit because they not the culture.
Yeah, no doubt.
So every now and then you gotta just be like, Like, I get it. It's hype, and it's hype. Niggas gonna jump on it. It's off-white. But that's not the culture, man. The culture is to be fresh.
Those new off-whites is a 2. Let me ask you something. If you could design a pair of mics, what number would it be?
If I could, you say design a pair, you mean just put a leather treatment on a pair? I love the 6. 6 my favorite shoe.
Yeah, you think you could build on the 6?
I would just go get the best fucking leather of all time. You know what I mean? Like, I mean, if I was just having someone they gave me the ability to have it handcrafted. Because I mean, what is the joint anyway? It's a little sleeve inside that upper.
Yeah, it's not. I mean, it's so sleek. It's not really a lot to work with. Those cigar 6s, man, like those are one of my favorite shoes.
Cigar 6s, champagne 6s.
Yeah.
They had a little 6 window. What was the joint that was modeled after the anime? Because I got those too. But I love 6s.
No, that was your favorite. Was your first mics?
That was my first mic.
It was your first
pair?
That
was my first mic.
Yeah, mine was the 7, man.
I had a pair of 4s given to me and a pair of 5s given to me from my uncle. But that was my first mic. Like, oh, shit. Boom.
Out the box.
Yeah. I went and bought them shit.
That was a good one. That's after he won the chip or before he had them?
That was it. That was right as the spring was starting. So he was having that playoff run.
So you had it before the championship.
I had it before the championship, and I was kind of like, yo, you know what I mean? What? And it's 91, so I'm 20 years old. So I was super active too.
No
so
doubt.
it was a good time.
No doubt.
Yeah.
Yo, man, I appreciate you coming in today, man, chopping it up with us, bro. Shout out your people, bro. Who you want to shout out?
Yo, I want to shout out the internets. I want to shout out the people of the interconnected networks. Instagram, you can find me, Dallas_Penn. Twitter, Dallas_Penn. YouTube, Dallas Penn. Or maybe, listen, I can't remember the YouTube. I'm going to say it's Dallas Penn.
Yeah. Hell yeah, man. They put you in on YouTube. They'll find you.
Yeah.
Like, you easy to find.
Yeah. I mean, we out here. We back outside, man. We back outside again.
Yo, man, I meet many people, but everybody is not memorable, man. You definitely somebody who stood out and always stuck with me, man. And I appreciate you and everything you bring to the game, man. Yo, this is the Kick Game Podcast. This is episode 6. We happy to be here. Summertime. I got number 2 person off my summertime bucket list. You know what I'm saying? Yo, man, I appreciate you being here again.
Before we go, can I just add to when you open this show up, you was talking about the Nets getting punched in the mouth, and the Nets ain't never gonna get right until they change that name. They need to be called the Kings County Royale.
Word.
They need to change the name of the Nets. Fuck that. Get that nickname out of here.
Yeah. What the fuck is the Nets like?
Yeah. Get out of here with that shit. Y'all never did nothing as Nets. Now y'all in a new place. Y'all, you know what I mean?
But that's my word the other day, man. Like my brother said, this shit is called Kings County, but it feel like we curse sometimes, man. Word, like we gotta go extra hard compared to like this everywhere. Like we gotta work double time for everything we got. You know what I mean?
Yep. Well, Brooklyn was a city before the city got incorporated into the 5 boroughs. Brooklyn was a city. Brooklyn was a city.
You gotta do this history, man. There's a lot of history in the borough, man.
Yep.
Yeah, bro. Yo, man. This is the Kick Game Podcast, man. We got Dallas Penn in the building. We getting things done. You see what we doing, man. Working over here, man. We just trying to flourish. You know what I mean? Extraordinaire, our engineer extraordinaire, Miles, man. Don't forget to shout him out, man. Let him know, yo. Mello said, yo, he good peoples. This is the Kick Game Podcast. We gonna get up with y'all. Love is love. You heard? 1.